Kidovators is actually giving a right platform to our students, and I feel like it will boost their confidence level as they will be doing public speaking tomorrow in the competition.
Well, first of all, when we learned that we were selected, we were just over the seventh heaven. Yeah. It was very exciting moment for us.
25 students have been selected, and being one of them is so good, and 24 of them are against me, so it would be like a big challenge.
The topic given is re-establishment of stable government, and the country given to me is Iraq.
We have been given a topic, should foreign aid be given to government or microfinance to NFPs.
We are getting to interact with all the other children, so we are getting a lot more exposure here than back home.
It's not like a normal competition where you are just going to write an exam. It's like you're going to do it practically.
We welcome all to the second edition of SPI Kidovators Challenge.
It has been a very exciting time for us for the last 4-5 months, and I'm really happy to see all of you here. Some of you have come from obviously from Bangalore, but others have travelled really from faraway places like Puri and Jamnagar. I can guarantee you that you'll have the best time of your life here. Are you ready for it? Yes. Phenomenal.
When we announce your names, please come out and stand in a line. Abhyut.
Table 1, you're also on table 1.
If there is no alternative to to the flyover, the route of the flyover, what would you do?
Both are important, so which is easier to relocate, we should relocate there.
In our country, for 41 students, one teacher. But in other countries like USA, for 19 students, one teacher.
Okay.
Our teacher-student ratio is not at all good.
I feel if they make other colleges almost as good as IIMs, then each person will get equal quality of education.
I am thinking that there should be one lab that the teachers will do the experiments and they will show to the children, and like this the children will understand it properly.
We need to build flyovers so we can cross the traffic jams easily.
We should develop it along the DFC, which means we can get a faster.
We can. They don't build the school, but inside there is a blackboard and all that. And the children who cannot go to school, they have problem with the legs, hands. They go to their home and teach them.
Islamic State has ravaged your country, right? Your country is in a state of turmoil. You, in this situation also, you still don't want the United Nations, the World Health Organization, to come to your country and solve it.
Foreigners, they do have a motive. Like they want something in return. They want our resources or something, not directly but indirectly. But when there's an option like UN doesn't expect anything. It's like selfless help, and that's what we want right now.
Closer countries like Tunisia had Ebola. Half of them didn't even apply to the UN.
So what are your responsibilities in sort of ensuring that Tunisia gets back into that lifestyle?
We can increase exports and textiles to get more money.
Absolutely. In the next 5 years, it's extremely crucial for each of these countries to ensure that freedom of speech, freedom of a good lifestyle is there in the country, and then we have to focus on the basic necessities like healthcare, education. That is what is going to lead to development, and I think privatization is one of the better ways of going about it.
Coming back to the US shale oil, it's comparatively cheap.
We need to sell our oil and get the money.
Saudi Arabia is having storage compartment. They are storing it in a place. So we are not having any. We didn't feel any pain.
But they do not have a leader. King Abdullah just recently passed away.
If we don't manage the oil in our countries, there's no way we're going to manage the oil requirements of the world.
But the NGOs, they are ground level organizations. So there aren't any middlemen between them and the people. So there is very little room for corruption.
You know what the Taliban is doing? They're giving money to the people so that they can survive. It's like a survival line for all the people in Afghanistan. So the most important thing is now if you introduce this microfinancing, it forms the grassroots level in Afghanistan, which can be useful.
The major cause of this decline is all these wars that have been going on, which are depleting the resources and also making Iraq rely on others for all its resources. Because Iraq imports most of its food and medicine. So what I'm saying is we should create sectors of agriculture and a medicine or chemicals in order for us to make our own products instead of relying on other countries to import them.
For the second part, you have multiple choice questions. You can see there. No right, no wrong. Just select the one that you choose is most appropriate. Okay.
I really liked the competition because the way of approaching the children was not like textbook based, like not like we have in schools, but it was like the problem solving, like it was like a different exposure for us.
The final round was actually pretty different to what I had expected. The description was a little bit different. So it was basically on the spot answering and using your brain.
We were told like no right answer, no wrong answer. Like this was really motivating to us.
Other things are always based on your scientific and mathematical knowledge, but this is something different. It's about your creativeness, about your innovativeness.
Even though if we don't win or not, we'll have a great experience.
It's very, very close to perfect.
Did you enjoy the competition? So I think we'll get started with the prizes.
I think this is one of the best kind of experiences which any kid will have, especially in this generation.
It helps our children to build their confidence and to face the real life situations as well.